But y'all need to holler at me about this because a dangerous precedent was set while at the same time it was supposed to happen. You see what I'm saying? So I want to talk about it in depth, in detail. I want people's opinions, and I want to give both sides of what I've been seeing. So with that, I'm just doing a few tags, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second. Let me get these tags in, and then I'm going to go ahead and... All right, that's enough for right now. So, it has been all over the news and all over social media. Donald Trump was censored off of Twitter and some other privately owned social media companies for his involvement in the terrorist attacks on the Senate building and the White House. If you did not know, on January 6th, the Capitol building was attacked. The Capitol building was attacked as the senators were voting on to make sure and guarantee that the electoral college votes were verified. That would make Joe Biden the official next president. Now, if you were not keeping up, Donald Trump was planning this day. Donald Trump supporters were planning this day. Donald Trump sent out some of his plans for a terrorist attack via Twitter. I could stop right there. But of course, there's a lot of people that want to be like, this is censorship and shit like that. And I'm going to tell you right now, there is a big difference between censorship and what happened to Donald Trump. There's a difference between censorship and what happened to Donald Trump. It is illegal. It is illegal to incite terrorist attacks on social media. Before we talk about the censorship, before we talk about them going too far and banning him for Twitter, it is against federal law to plan terrorist attacks on social media. So shut the fuck up about censorship on this particular instance. Okay? In this particular instance, the man was tweeting, one of his tweets was, January 6th, go to the Capitol building, be violent. That was the nigga tweet. It'd be different if this was some regular nigga on the street. Okay, the president of the fucking United States tweeted, go to the fucking Capitol building. The nigga tweeted, go to the fucking Capitol building on the 6th and get reckless. Go look it up. Go look it the fuck up. Go look it up. I'm not slow, okay? I was confused too. So then I went and looked at what was the exact tweet. The exact tweet that got the nigga fucking motherfucking deleted. The exact fucking, God damn it. What are we doing? What are we doing? At what point can you fucking tweet about terrorist attacks and then motherfuckers be like, well, censorship? Censorship? Censorship. Explain it. He sent the tweet that said chill after he sent the tweet that incited the violence. He sent the tweet that said stand down after he sent the tweet that said mobilize. These things happen. These things are documented. Just because Trump deleted the tweets doesn't mean that the tweet wasn't screenshot and saved 700 times. I got it saved in my phone. I got the tweet saved in my phone. Now, this is a two-pronged argument, okay? I'm going to talk about the Donald Trump shit first and how he can get censored for this particular instance because niggas go to jail for that. A nigga did a bomb threat at high school and the nigga almost went to jail. Nigga did a bomb threat. So what you think if you do a fucking riot threat on the Capitol building? He threatened violence to the Capitol building and then they did it. Then he called the people that fucked the Capitol building up special people. But called black protesters thugs. He didn't even get censored because they didn't like him. He got censored because it's illegal to post to incite terrorist attacks on social media. That's the only reason he got deleted. He done said he was grabbing bitches by the pussy. He done said all types of stupid shit that would have gotten him deleted on Twitter if they just didn't like the nigga. It has nothing to do with them not liking him. Let's be 1,000. Donald Trump has been our president for 4 years and has been tweeting craziness for 4 years. If they wanted to censor him, they could have been censored him. What Donald Trump did was against the law. That's why he's finna get impeached. And this ain't even a political thing. Because I'm not finna sit here and trip on whether Donald Trump was a good or bad president. He was a bad symbol, but I'm not finna hear and debate if he was a good or bad president. That don't got shit to do with me. I don't make enough money for the president to matter. That's not what I'm talking about. But it's not censorship. Okay. Freedom of speech is the freedom to say what you want. Freedom of speech is not the freedom to say what you want without consequence. Let me repeat that. Freedom of speech is the freedom to say what you want. Freedom of speech is not the freedom to say what you want without consequences. They haven't liked Donald Trump for 4 years. Why did they just censor him 15 days? He's still the president now. He's still the president now. D Smooth says they couldn't censor him because he was the president. He is still currently the president. For another 15 days, he is still currently the president. So talk to me. He is still currently the president. He has been the president for 4 years. And he said some crazy shit. So why did they wait? If it was just because they didn't like him, why did they wait until 15 days, 20 days before he was finna not be the president to censor him? Because I want to hurry up and get this conversation out the way so I can have an actual censorship conversation. Because I want to talk about censorship. And I want to talk about it being wrong. And I want to talk about how controlling social media can be with the fact that we're on it so much. And if they have the ability to choose who can speak and choose who can't speak. That's a different conversation. Our president tweeted on January 6th, I want my supporters to go to the Capitol building and to get wild. That was his exact tweet. That is illegal. That is illegal. That will get any person banned off social media forever. 2 weeks indefinitely. That type of talk will get you banned on social media, anybody. It doesn't matter if it's the president or not. So let's not sit here like the nigga didn't say what he said. Now, if you don't know what the nigga said, then just say you don't know what the nigga said. But if the nigga said that shit, which he did, he deserves to be censored. Because that's illegal. You cannot have terrorist acts on social media, especially by fucking elected officials. I do not want my elected officials telling motherfucking their constituents to be like, hey, come somewhere on the 6th and fuck shit up. I don't want my president to be able to do that. I don't want my congressman to be able to do that. I don't want nobody to be able to do that. If you black and you support Donald Trump, that's fine. But don't try to sit here and act like they're bullying that man if you don't know the facts. And the facts are, it is illegal to incite terrorism on social media, and that's what he did. End of discussion. Oh, they did that because, man. What did Maxine Waters incite? What did Maxine Waters incite? And is it confirmed that she was not banned on Twitter for 2 weeks for that? What did she incite on social media? What did she incite? Joshua Robinson, what did Maxine Waters incite? And then what came about from it? Because I distinctly remember a nigga threatening a bomb threat at our high school, and that nigga got arrested. He didn't have no bomb. He wasn't actually going to blow shit up. But he threatened it, and the nigga got arrested. Because terrorist acts are taken seriously in America because there's been terrorism in America. As long as there's terrorists in America, as long as there has been terrorism in America, then that's going to be something that's going to be hard. That nigga done broke the law about 20 times. LOL, they're going to indict that damn fool when he leaves the office. Exactly. It's certain shit you just can't do. Now, this is not a question to say bad president, good president, none of that. That don't got nothing to do with me, okay? I don't care who the president is, okay? And technically, if you think about it, all of the hate that Donald Trump is getting is uniting us as Americans, except for a few people. So it actually has helped a little bit. Not saying that he did it on purpose, but he did it. So that's my end of the Donald Trump part of it. But what I do want to talk about is how quickly and how easily social media can completely make anything you want to say disappear. That's scary. That is scary. Because when you have that much power, whether you use it for good or for evil, the shit's scary. Because right now, we're in a situation where social media is a lot of people's only way to communicate. It's a lot of people's only way to really get their voices and their message heard to the world. Okay, so she told Democrats at a rally, if you see Republicans create a crowd and let them know they are not wanted in this country, and you push up on them. It's in a video. A few weeks later, Ted Cruz and his wife had to be escorted by the police because people who showed up. Well, she told them she said that at a rally. That don't got nothing to do with social media, big dog. It's illegal to do on social media. It's against their policies. It's against their policies on social media. It's illegal on social media. It's illegal. And that's not a terrorist act to say, to tell some people to walk. I mean, it's wrong. That's the wrong thing to do. She should not have said that. That shit's fucked up. And that shit's not right. You see what I'm saying? But it's not on social media. I am going to say that much, okay? It's not right that she did that, okay? It's not right at all. But social media has policies. And the law has certain policies with the way that they do that. It should have been. It should have been. And he actually put it on Twitter. He put that on Twitter. He tweeted those actual it wasn't like a video, which again, it should have been flagged. And of course, we know that Twitter and a lot of the social medias are left-leaning. Okay? Social media is left-leaning. So it's very, very left. Very, very liberal. Social media is extremely left-leaning. So we're not going to sit here and act like it wasn't probably some bias involved. But we can at least say he definitely did tweet it on their site. Now back to the censorship question. At any moment, you could start to saying some shit that they don't like and they could get rid of you. You can get motherfucking disappeared. They can make it where you gone. Okay? When I tell you it took less than a couple of hours for every single social media account in America to completely silence Donald Trump. Donald Trump is now at a point where he will have to create his own social media network to speak his own thoughts. And that's a wild thing, because what if they don't use it for good? Okay, Donald Trump said some terrorist shit, bet. What if they stop liking black people? What if they stop liking Hispanics? What if they stop liking Asian people? What if they stop liking gays? Can they just censor any pro-gay shit? Can they just censor any... They can make it where we don't control our own media. Social media, the reason that we gravitated to social media instead of the news is because it was more unfiltered. And it was because you couldn't, you know what I mean? You could say what you wanted to say and get the reel of information without having to worry about it being fucking filtered through 5, 6, 7 different mediums before it actually got to your eyes and ears. It went straight from where it happened to your eyes and ears. That's what social media was. Now it's a situation where it goes from it happening to a board of people on Twitter to some screeners on Twitter, then it goes to your eyes and ears. They can decide if you see something or not, if you hear something or not. It is already legal for them to sell your information to advertising companies. If you didn't know, you aren't hearing things, you aren't seeing things. It isn't a ghost. It is social media listening and looking at your conversations. That's why they know when you like things. If you say Pizza Hut more than 3 times in a conversation, when you go to social media, they will have Pizza Hut advertisements for you. The reason being, because your information has already been sold. You're already inside of an algorithm. So at any moment, if they want to take you out of that algorithm, they can take you out. You can be black labeled on Instagram. Black labeling means if somebody puts in your Instagram name in the search bar, it'll be the last one that pops up. They can make it hard for people to find your content on Instagram, and they don't have to notify you that you've been black labeled. You can be black labeled and have no clue. And then you wondering why your followers are going down or why your engagements are going down. They've taken you out of the algorithm. And they can keep you black labeled as long as they want to. So it's really up to now these social media entities, which is corporations run by a couple people, by a board of directors, or by one person, and they make the decisions. They could say, perfect example, they could say, we don't like Kamala Harris. So when people tweet shit about Kamala Harris, you see what I'm saying? Kamala Harris comes up at the bottom of the list to look for things. Or at the bottom of the search bar. Hold on, drop the blunt. Y'all still believe in the, if you drop the blunt, they fucking your bitch? Y'all still believe in that? I never believed in it. But if it is true, whichever one of my bitches is giving some box up, that nigga better be paying for it. If I drop my blunt because one of you bitches is fucking one of these niggas, he better not be fucking for free. And I want half. Actually, 68%. 68, bitch. But yeah, that's just horrifying, man. It's a horrifying thought process. It's a horrifying feeling to know that at any moment, everything that you got going could be shut down on social media. They could delete your page. Not tell you why, not tell you what happened, the page deleted. All the information gone. That's why people tell you not to put too much stake in social media, but it's impossible not to. Because especially if you're in the entertainment business or you're in a motherfucking, or you in merchandise, you got something to sell, it's really hard not to be influenced and not to be hip on social media because you want to be able to touch the whole world. You live in Texas. You live in Dallas. You live in a street in Dallas. How are you supposed to reach people in Oregon? How are you supposed to reach people in Washington and Miami and California and New York? Social media. Shit, how are you supposed to reach people in Houston, Austin, San Antonio? Social media. Word of mouth will only take you so far in this day and age. That's why social media is so scary. And that's why what they did with the censorship shit and all of that, that's why it's so scary. It's scary because we need it now. It's scary because it's a part of our lives now. So if they took it away, it would affect us as a people. It may not affect one person. I mean, it will affect one person, but it may not affect one person as bad as it'll affect everybody if they just really started to regulating. I'm not saying social media was wrong with what they did for Donald Trump because I believe what he did was wrong. But at the same time, man, this is a scary ass precedent. I don't know if I want to be in a world where at any moment a group of people get to decide whether or not what I'm saying is wrong, what I'm doing is wrong, without nuance, without prior understanding, because they don't know me as a person. They don't know my thoughts. They just think they know my thoughts. They can assume my thoughts. So it's a board of people right now that are able to, they're able to define what you say without letting you define what you say and censor it based on their definition of what you said. They could censor you based on what they think you said, based on what they think you mean. And that's scary. That's hard to deal with. Knowing that shit, nigga, what if we really did want a revolution? And just the American people as a whole was like, we fighting against the government. We start the revolution on social media like, I don't really know if I like this revolution. All our revolutionary leaders is getting censored. Getting black labeled. Getting their accounts shut down. And it's not terrorist acts. But they try to use their policies and things like that to make loopholes as to why they can do what they can do. Just be on the lookout. Just be peeping. This was the first. They said they used this for good. I'm going to believe them because I believe what Donald Trump did was wrong. Trying to incite all of them white people to make that bad decision like that and go in there and get shot at and climbing that wall and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't want the white people climbing up my Capitol building. I am an American. As a black man, I am an African American man. I pay fucking taxes. That is my fucking Capitol building that the fucking white people was just climbing all over and putting their fucking feet all over my goddamn tables. I am a fucking American, okay? And that shit is crazy how y'all gonna let them white people step all over my motherfucking furniture like that. Don't let me be at the Capitol building and white people try to climb my motherfucking wall. I'm gonna be right next to police shooting people. fucking terrorist on my Capitol building. Get down, goddammit. I'm glad they are starting to arrest all of the people that was in the Capitol building tripping. They're using facial recognition and social media. See, social media can be used for good because all of the people that was in the Capitol building, motherfuckers right now, is on social media letting the FBI and the police know that they was in the Capitol building. That is the most hilarious thing to me. This one dude's ex-wife, his ex-wife, called the FBI and was like, yeah, I thought I saw my ex-husband inside the Capitol building in one of the videos, and I just wanted to let y'all know where he lived. I'm scared for him. I'm scared for the people in the Capitol building. I knew that he might go. So she snitched on him. That's what snitching goes right. Tell on them motherfuckers. All of them. If they was in the Capitol building, snitch on their ass. I wonder if they gonna send a Nugget to jail. That lady with no arms and no legs. I wonder if they had a lady with no arms and no legs in the Capitol. How she climb the wall? How she get up the stairs? How did she get up the stairs? They need to show that footage. I had a Nugget lady climbed up the wall and got up the stairs. I want to see that. I want to see that shit for real. But nah, like on the real though. Be on the lookout for that shit. Because they're testing to see if people think it's okay. They're testing to see how upset we're going to be. They're like, yeah, we censored Donald Trump, but he did something wrong. So it's like they want you to kind of ease into it. They're like, yeah, we censoring people. But it was a bad guy. So are you okay with it? Can we censor bad guys? That's what they're asking. Is it okay to censor people that we feel like are bad? But that's a slippery slope. Because everybody's definition of a bad person is different. It's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope. Because of what if we feel like somebody that's talking bad about the government? What if they feel like that's a bad person and they censor them? It's their right to talk bad about the government if they want to. They just can't incite violence. As long as they ain't doing nothing, they can have whatever opinions they want. But what if Twitter and shit start censoring opinions? What if Twitter and shit start censoring feelings? Anybody that's watching this, y'all go to my inbox, go to Facebook, Instagram, wherever, to my inbox and answer this question. How do you feel about Twitter censoring Donald Trump? Was they right? Was they wrong? Y'all give me y'all answers, and I will say a few of the answers a little bit later today on my next Pimp Talk episode. It is Young God the Pimp. I don't put no hoes on the strip. Use a smooth talker, swift hand to break down a bitch. It's the respect that I get. Energy, effort is the time that is spent. My time is money, so they're gonna reimburse every cent. And if that don't make sense, subscribe to Pimp Talk the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Anchor, Breaker, and that's everything. Pimp Talk the podcast. Oh, and YouTube. Pimp Talk the podcast. New episodes going up every day. Y'all let me know how you feel. I love you guys.